What's up, family? Ever since the last video I put out, there's been a lot of questions actually. The first one being from artists and people wanting to become an artist and what advice I would have for them. First of all, there could be better people to ask. I believe I'm on the way up. I still experience a lot of rejection, but I guess my biggest weapon is I don't give up. That would be the best advice I could ever offer anybody. No matter what anybody says, even if they're the closest person to you, you just gotta keep going at that craft. A lot of artists, I've seen them do the same thing over and over for ages. Fair enough if it is working for them, but if it's not, change up the strategy. Back when I was getting under 100 views, I was spamming people with my music. Literally, I would hit them up in the comment section with links. That is not the right thing to do. I've learned I'd rather have less fans and have more quality relationships with them rather than be seen by heaps of people but not actually be loved. So if you take advice from me, that's at your own risk. I'm still humble. I don't think I'm above you guys. Just stay super persistent. You must invest in your craft. Artists that will hate on another artist who's investing in their craft, like paying for advertising, that makes no sense to me. If you think about like brands like McDonald's or maybe your local gym, if they never ever paid for advertising, do you think they would be as successful as they are now? Hell no. So you must advertise in your product. Obviously you gotta do the right type of advertising as well. That's a whole skill to develop. You just gotta do your research, find out what works. It's like almost hitting your head into a wall over and over and over until eventually somehow that wall feels soft. That's what it felt like for me, and that's what it still does feel like for me at times. I guess I'm just seeing more traction because I've learned what not to do and I'm learning what does work. Don't worry about this whole quality over quantity rule. If you're just starting out, just get as much stuff out there as possible. Even if there's 100 people who hate it, there'll be one person who likes it, and that's what matters, man. I've done a total of 11 albums before I even did the Truth album. And for those people who know my music, I've done about 7 albums since the Truth albums. I've done about 17 or 18 albums. I'm not even kidding, bro. In my time, I have gone hard because I've learned on YouTube everything, like how to produce my music myself. I buy beats sometimes to speed up the process if I feel it. But also, I learned mixing, mastering myself. I even learned to do videos myself. Most of the time, I get my man Jeff Rose to do the videos for me because he's a boss. But I literally learned every single skill that I needed to know because I've been at times where I've been totally broke and I've had to do this stuff myself because I didn't have the money to throw at a studio. So what I did, I saved up, I got my own studio, and it's not a crazy setup. I get some of these good recordings for my album done in a little office in a house. Yeah, man, I would suggest just learn as much you can do about the craft, because as your knowledge and your value goes up, it will reflect on your work. That is gonna speak for itself. People will eventually just start to notice that stuff. Because I'm constantly putting stuff out, I guess people couldn't deny my consistency. I've even had some people who hated my music at the start and they're now turning around saying they like it. I guess it's because people can't deny someone who doesn't give up. Eventually, you keep watering that seed and it will grow. That's it. You just gotta keep having faith. Man, I've had times, I've had all this hate, but I just wouldn't give up, man. I couldn't let that happen. Let me tell you a story about me. I was in juvie at 16. There was this guy named Motley. He's a dope ass rapper. He's done a song with Bliss and Esso, that Party at My Place song, but he's got epic songs himself anyway. He came in to the juvie and he did a workshop how to record songs. Motley was my first actual serious collab. Even though my music back then, oh man, I would not show it to you guys because it was whack as. Like, I've developed so much since then. But yeah, Motley, shout out to him, man, because honestly, he really helped me as a kid. If we're helping people in this world, then we're really here for a purpose, and that's good. That's a fulfilling feeling, more than any check, more than any fame, anything. If we're actually genuinely helping people, that's fucking amazing, man. Even when I was like locked away, I had a pen and a pad in a cell. Sometimes didn't even have a TV. But when I was in there, I would always have the music, and I feel I owe something to music. It helps me vent, gives me a bigger purpose. And now I got an even bigger purpose than just music. I've started to really notice people giving me their feedback about I can help them, motivate them. I'm seeing a bigger picture than music. I don't just want to be an artist and an artist alone. I want to actually help people. I'm doing my first motivational speech in the YDF in Brisbane. It's actually in my events on my page, my Facebook page at the moment. But I'm doing that because I believe these young people, they relate to me and stuff like that, and they always idolize the people who are in hip-hop. Honestly, we fuck up just as much as you guys. I just want to show you guys that anyone can actually move on from those fuck-ups and keep going on to what is better. The best advice I could ever offer to any artist is persist persistence. Invest in your craft and put out as much music as possible. And if your music currently isn't being seen, think about why it's not being seen. Don't just keep hitting your head on that wall. If you start analyzing your success, you will start seeing better results. Anyone can do it. But if you like this video, don't forget to subscribe. I'm dropping heaps more videos like this. Also, comment what topic you want me to cover next. Freewyo, baby. 'Cause I don't see no hesitation.